Good day, good people. It is Stephanie of Dr. Stephanie Creates. Long time no see. In true transparency, I have been traveling a lot here lately, so I haven't had time to sit still enough to record some videos, but I am back. And today I'm going to share with you my July currently ink situation with a few pens that I have added to my collection. So, welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if this is a returning video for you. And thank you for coming back. I'm just fiddling right now with all of my things. This June currently ink only consists of 6 inks. If you remember, sorry I keep saying but if you remember in May, I had this beautiful spread of all of these inks, and I have to be honest, they are all still inked and all still being used. So I'm still working through this plethora of colors or this plethora of inks. Thus why my June is so small, but nonetheless, here we are. Okay. In this video, sorry for the pause. Yeah, all of these pens are new to me and newly inked except for my Jinhao 10 in green. So we'll start with that. This pen is inked up with Private Reserve Avocado. You guys know this is one of my favorite greens. So yes, it is back in rotation for this month. So let's get a swatch. Very pretty. I felt like swatching across the page this time because apparently I still haven't mastered not dipping too much and not getting too much ink on this Speedball B. Okay, I also need to use what I have. So with that being said, I'm going to use my Irotsushi. Irotsushi. That's my Japanese for today. But it is a dip pen that I've had for a while and just have not used. So my plan was to use it today. And again, this is Private Reserve ink. And it is in the color Avocado. Okay. All right. In this ink selection for this month, sorry for all the noise, I do have 2 black inks. And I know normally we don't swatch our black inks per se, but I am going to today because I think you can see a difference in the two. So with that being said, the first black ink I'm going to swatch is Lamy Obsidian, and it is in my Twisby Diamond Mini. So that is what I have in this pen. And let's swatch it. This is a black ink, but I think it lightens up. And I hope that you'll be able to see what I'm talking about after the swatch dries. Because again, it is black It's not the blackest black. It's not my blackest black. But 'tis is black. And again, this is Lamy. And while I'm doing that, I need to close back up this other ink. I do have a couple of Lamy inks in sample sizes just like this that I do need to try because I don't have a full bottle of a Lamy ink. And again, have not really tried the ones I have in my collection. I don't know what's wrong with my handwriting today. That's kind of funky, but apologies. Maybe I'm just out of practice because it's been a minute. Okay, and again, we'll look at that once it dries. Okay. Next, I have my very first hand-turned pen. It is a Heinz pen. I forgot the model of it already, and it's a new pen. But isn't she pretty? I like the purple, the turquoise, and the silver. I've changed out the nib it came with for a purple. They had a funky kind of green that I think they thought was turquoise on the nib. Uh-oh, that's not the top. So silly. Not looking. But in this pen, I have one of my favorites. Diamine. Monbodo's Hat. One of my favorite purples. I like purples in and out of season, and right now it's in season for me. And so I do have it in the pen I just showed you. Uh-oh. I just put this on the table. Glad I did because that's not fitting. Down in there for a swatch. And again, this is just, for me, the perfect purple tone, how deep the color is, all of that. This is also one of the first inks I bought when I got into the hobby. We all know a Diamine ink is just so affordable. If I make a mess, at least I'm over the book. Diamine is one of those very affordable inks that I think everybody tried them at the beginning. And they just have a very good selection, or wide selection rather, of inks. Uh-oh, spelling it wrong. Bodddos. Like I said before, with these swatches, I'm glad that these are just for me because I just make a mess or can't spell or do something jacked up. But I'm glad you guys get the point and see the colors because that's the point of sharing and making the video. Okay, so we have two more colors. We have another green in the lineup. Surprise, surprise. And this is my new Banu. If you've seen my very short video where I just simply unboxed it, here she is. And in here, we have another Diamine ink. We have Olive Swirl. I don't know if you guys know that this matcha pen is a Goulet exclusive. And right here on this piece that they've created, Right now it's not coming to me what that is. And then on the band, these two pieces are made with actual real matcha, which is another plus for this pen. Just something real cool to share, besides how stinking cute and sparkly she is. But in this pen, I do have, again, Diamine Olive Swirl. It is a shimmer ink, so I'm over here shaking for a minute. And I just think it came out to be a beautiful match with this pen. This was actually a pen I wanted to do some matchy-matchy with. And my girlfriend Rhonda, that I talk about all the time, she's just my pen pal friend. Well, not just, but I talk about her because this is something we have in common. And she just laughs at me because she's like, when we first started this, you said you weren't going to try to be matchy-matchy with your pen. And I really wasn't. And then all of a sudden, you guys happened. And then it happened. But I really still don't think your pens have to be matchy-matchy, but I get it because it works. So there, Rhonda, I said it. I admitted it. Say something in the comments. We want to hear from you. But yes, this is Olive Swirl. And I just, again, thought it matched so perfectly with this. Let me cap this before I make a mess. Pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, let me turn this. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, and then lastly, because I don't want to keep you guys long with this video. Well, no, I fibbed. I got two left. Next, I'm going to share this Hongdian. This is the Hongdian 510. Hard to get your hands on, but I found it. You know I love a good hunt. Got hooked on it watching videos as usual, and that's my problem. I need to stop watching, I guess, or watching so much. But anyway, you know how we are. This is a Hongdian. I just think it's a beautiful silver pen. Not too heavy, but lets you know that they're there. It's a fine nib. Writes very well. You hear that click? And again, it's the number 510. It's a hard one to find. But I did look up and get it from Amazon. And in that pen, I went back to one of my favorites. Lord, I'm doing all this talking, and I have not written down that this was Diamond Olive Swirl. My bad. Rewind. That was my rewind sound. But anyway, let's get this down. This is Diamond Olive Swirl. Okay, now back to the Hongdian 510. In it, I have an Andoryllium ink. I have loved this ink since I got it a couple of months ago. This is my second time putting it in a pen. But I just like this shade of blue for a blue. Is that not pretty? And for the sake of the pen, I'm going to write the name straight out of the pen and not use my dip pen so that you can see the nib on that if you guys are going to try to scout it out. And not an expensive pen at all. It was like $25 maybe. And this is Andoryllium Flying Squid Blue, if I didn't say that. think that blue will just do good with some of my summer layouts that are about to happen for summer. But I think that is just a beautiful blue. Now, I talked all that smack about swatching black, and then I didn't even leave room. So what I'm going to do is put my next black right over here, because she is not a stranger to anyone in this community, or she shouldn't be a stranger. And I'm just making a mess. But she's the Platinum Carbon Black. Love her. Love her as one of my staple blacks. Always keep her inked up in a pen. But we know there's still one more black above her. The Churro. And I have it as well. But I have to be careful with that one, because it definitely will stain a pen. But like I'm sure we all did, I was on the hunt for my blackest black. And I'm happy with the blacks that I found. And speaking of black, you see how that Lamy black is starting to dry. And it's not as dark as you would think for a black. Now, what do I have this inked in? The last new pen of the stash, gifted to me. My second hand-turned pen. This one is an Elliott model by River City Pen Co. But look at that. It's a simple black and silver are the colors. But that resin is really, really nice. Did I need this? No, not at all. But I am so grateful that I have it. It is also a fine nib. I'm pretty sure this is a Bach nib, I think. I have to look that back up, but I'll let y'all know. I'll put it back in the comments. Again, this is the Elliott model. Very nice nib by River City Pen Co. And I am enjoying it. So yes, that was the unique part about this currently ink for June, is that these pens, with the exception of the Jinhao, are newly acquired to me and put into my collection. And I really, really like each one of them individually. And I have been enjoying them for the last couple of days. And so that's why that was my choice for June, with an array of colors here. And again, all of those colors I inked up in May are still inked up, so I got those to work through too. So in the comments, tell me what you like, what you enjoy. Ask me any questions. Let's have some interaction. But again, these are my June currently inked. These are the colors. I really like this color palette. And yeah, that is all for this video for now. And until I see you in my next video, please love on your family and have a great one. I'll see you in my next. Bye-bye.